Hey everyone, Craig Williams here, back again with another video. In this video I'm going to cover two little techniques that I did in my release on DimMax Shake. I just had a couple of guys ask how to do two separate sounds. They're relatively short, so I thought I'd just put them both in the same video. So the first sound is like a Hoover style. It's kind of like from the old techno track Dominator, or the sort of the newer revisit of it when it was used by Bloody Beetroots a while ago. So here's the sound. So as you can hear, it's nice and Hooverish, and that's actually probably not a word, but anyway. And the last one was how I did a little vocal effect where the vocal repeats and pitches down. So this is the sound here, and because the session is massive, as you can see, the laptop doesn't really like dealing with it, but we'll try anyway. Pretty simple. And I'll also show you these other little ones here, which is just this one. Yeah, come on, laptop. So I'll show you those two. So let's get into it. First one is this Hoover sound. It's playing, the MIDI is playing rather high. It's like it's a D just above the C4, so it's on the higher end of the scale. As for plugins, it's super simple. I've just got an EQ, just taking the lows out, and sidechain compression, which is pumping pretty hard. As you can see, the threshold's down. As you can see, it's like 25 to 30 dB of gain reduction, really getting that pumping sound. If I can maybe play it within the track. So as you can hear, it's not an overpowering sound, it's just in there to help sort of lift that last section. We've got, this is the main drop here, this section. We'll highlight it for you, make it easier. This section is the main drop, and then from there I wanted to sort of elevate the track a little bit more again without sort of going over the top, and that's where I've introduced the Hoover and some other little snare hits to help bring the pace up a little bit more. So enough about me talking about the track, and you can check out the other videos where I show the bass and stuff like that. But using it's just a simple silent preset, so let's crack on. So initialize the preset, and what you want to do, let's have a look. So I've got one octave, one oscillator, one octave down. Both of them are sawtooth, only using the two oscillators. Both voices are at 8, so we're getting maximum sort of sound. Got the detune is the one that sort of is a lot of the sound, so let's solo. You can hear it's not too much there. Once you start to detune it, and we detune these a rather large amount, you can start to hear that it's getting a nice thickness to it. Bring the stereo around, and bring the stereo around on the other one as well. I want to turn retrig off on both. Starting to get more of the sound there. pull up the decay a bit and give it a little bit of release. From there, I'm going to come along and it's low pass. There we go. Cut off down a little bit there and just a tiny little bit of drive. So, come on. Bit of release. From there, this is where we get a lot of the sound now, using the envelopes to control different things. So we've got the cutoff A, which is controlling this one obviously, and part A. And a little bit of release. Also resonance. And then pitch. And this is where we start to get the real whiny sound. You might need to increase that a little bit. You can hear it there, it's starting to get it. It's a lot of fiddling around to get the sort of the settings that you want. Dial that back a little bit. And might just increase this one a little bit. And pull this down to about half. So you can see there it's starting to get the sound. It sounds a little, we can put some EQ on it. Sounds good about there. Maybe put some bit of compression on there. So yeah, it's starting to get there, and then obviously I've just sent it to a little bit of reverb. So a little bit of playing around, that's kind of getting you in the ballpark. But as I said before, a lot of the sound is developed from these envelopes here. That's enough of that one. Next we will talk about this vocal effect here. Someone asked about this. It's really super simple. I've got all the vocals are the same, apart from a couple of them have a little effect on them. So this one has the sound shifter at the end, and that's how I got the pitch down sound. I find that this one from Waves is really good. I don't sort of use two, like I use maybe 3 or 4 plugins from Waves. But this is one of them that I use a lot. And all I've done is, if we go into here, just got the ratio amount, and then I've just pitched it up enough so it gives it sort of the rising sound, but not so crazy that it just turns into chipmunk at the end. So shit. I mean, obviously you can go crazy with it. Put a little bit of a curve on it. So shit. So you get the idea. Super simple. Just got that there. Another way you could do it is to put it into a sampler and then use the pitch on the sampler to move it up. And the last bit was this pitch down effect, and all it is using the it's just using the fade tool, and then I've just got it to slow down, and then just done the fade. So it's super simple, but I find it's really effective.
So shake.
And you can do that both ways if you want as well. So fade tool, we want fade tool, we don't want to. So we'll do it as a fade at first.
So
but you come along, speed up.
So
You can play around with that.
So
So there you go. There's just a couple of little effects that you can do to your vocals to sort of add a little bit more to them, and not just have the same loops playing over and over again. That's about it. I think I've covered pretty much every sound in the track. But if you got any other questions, feel free to drop me a line. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to keep up to date on Facebook, and also head over there, give my page a like, and get the sample pack that I made. Don't forget to follow me on SoundCloud, Twitter, Instagram. I don't know what else there is, just all of them. And again, any questions, leave them in the comments, or feel free to drop me a line. Until next time, see you later.